What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Trading Wars. Thanks for joining me today. Today, I'm going to be going through some swing picks that I'm looking at next week, general market overview, and just getting us ready for another fun, full packed week. All right. So if you're ready, let's step into the war zone. First and foremost, let me know who's here in the building. Let me shout you out. Ain, what's going on, brother? CA Trading Wars Army in the building. What's going on? Rix, good to see you, brother. Taro, what's going on? All right, who else do we have? Lilin, what's going on? Preston, what's going on? Good to see you. Geraldo, Trading Wars Army in the building. Thank you. Who else? Angel, what's going on? Nandi, Edwin, Trading Wars Army, here to win big. What's going on, brother? Venkash, what's going on? Motivate Sage in the building. Trading Wars Army. All right, let's do this. Okay, so we're going to start off with the SPY weekly chart, okay? And we close with a very important bar. This is a outside bar. So anytime we have an outside bar, guys, on the weekly, it is a very powerful pattern. And we've been trading these as swing trades. If you look at the last two outside bars that we had, they've both been massive winners to the downside. Okay, so this one was actually, we called this one back, in January as a potential basically bull trap, right? Because we made a new high by a few pennies. So the previous all-time high was 479. We went to 479.98. So we almost went to 475. Then we flipped. And that's what creates an outside bar when we break the high and then we break the low. Okay. So this was a really nice trap, big money, this one recently. And now we have this outside bar. So this is a very STK Trading Wars Army. What's going on? Marcelo Trading Wars Army. What's going on? Hit me with a 7 if you guys are following me there. So anytime we have an outside bar, it's a very significant pattern because I'm going to talk to you guys about this bar in particular. If you were following along, you would have seen some crazy action last week. So the FOMC pushed this bar, guys, to break the weekly high. And that's what I want you guys to remember. This bar before Friday and was right here. It was a big bull bar, all right? A big bull bar. And if we go down to the 5-minute chart, guys, we can see this in detail. This was the FOMC push right here. You guys see this? So there was the FOMC push. And all of a sudden, by the end of the week, we gave that all back. And that is very critical because that means that the bears are not playing around. So there's more than your average bear trader in here. There's a lot of things going on. There's hedging going on. There is algos. There's institutions. There's a lot of things moving. And I feel like this outside bar, guys, is going to be the key for the rest of the year. So meaning if we do break this range of this outside bar, so let me pull this down here. I think that this range, guys, from 404 up to 429, this range is going to be everything to determine where is the next direction we're going. And I'm going to be ready. I'm going to be ready to play both sides here on SPY and just stay patient. But definitely, man, this is a very powerful pattern. And remember what I showed you guys. If we draw up the bear leg that I had from the high, all-time high, we pull it down right there. We could see that there's still room here to the downside for all of these targets. They haven't been fulfilled yet. So I would not be surprised if we do turn down here and start hitting these targets because the algorithms love to take these Fibonacci's. Here was the 618. They like to take it back to these targets, 272, 50, etc. They want to be able to make measured moves. Hit me with the 10 if you're following me there. Right. So basically there, guys, this outside bar, I want us to focus on the range of this bar for the coming week because I think that once this range breaks, that there's going to be a lot of conclusion that's going to happen in the stock market. Either we're going to continue lower and satisfy some of those targets, or what we're going to do is we're going to start to turn the corner and press back into all-time highs. And something that you have to consider here, guys, is this was 2020. This was the COVID crash, right? Really and truly, this run that we had from the COVID crash was a miraculous run, right? Let's measure the percentage here. This was, 130%. And that kind of percentage, guys, in 2 years is not normal, right? So when we see profit taking like this happening, and we start to pull back, really and truly, this could pull back all the way to the 50, down to about 350, without there being any major consequences to the trend. The trend is still intact. The bullish trend is still here, but there's a lot of room here for the bears to take it down. As long as this 2020 low holds, this leg is not broken. Does that make sense? Hit me with an 8 if that makes sense. So you have to remember, when things go up really crazy and they go up really fast, this is almost like looking at one of those pump and dumps. And it's funny because it's the S&P 500, but this is literally how they look. They go vertical like this, and then they lose about 50, 60, 70%. I don't think that's going to happen on SPY, right? But that's the nature when we go up so quickly. Let's look at Peloton. Here's an example. Okay. So basically in 2020 to 2021, so basically a full year here, almost a full year, we go vertical, right? And look what happens after. Because anytime we rise quickly, guys, we can fall back down quickly as well. And the reason is because of basically the market likes to do two things. It likes to punish traders that are greedy and buy at highs, and it likes to reward traders that wait for pullbacks. And that's why I teach you guys the fibs. Because if the market does come, let's just say if I draw this fib again, if the market does come back to the 50%, which is right here, okay, if the market does come back there, what do you think is going to happen? If the market comes here, everybody will be crying that it's a bear market, right? They won't look big picture like this and see that this is a good opportunity to buy the dip. You understand? So, and then now the new traders again will start shorting here instead of looking to buy the dip, and they are buying up here. So now we have this chain. It's really this cycle in the stock market that always repeats itself. It never changes. It never changes because there's always new traders coming in, and the greed part of the game is the one that kills everybody. Greed. All right. Okay. So that's my market analysis. I'm really waiting for this week to develop and see. I wouldn't be surprised if we close with an inside week and form the holy grail. I wouldn't be surprised, and I would actually prefer that, because then that way the option premiums will get hit a little bit, and that'll be a great swing opportunity into the rest of the year. All right. So I've also scanned the market for some of my top picks right now, and I'm going to show you them. All right. So first off, we have Microsoft. So Microsoft with a very nice inside bar. So you could see here, what I like about Microsoft is this is kind of a bear trap, where we did get short. Initially, the bears took this down and we pulled it back up, and now we're coming back down again. But essentially, this is this whole pattern right here, this block is a trap. The bulls got trapped buying on the break up, and the bears got trapped buying on the break down. So I really think after this candle is next week, when we break out of this range, most likely we probably won't do a double inside bar. I really feel Microsoft is going to have a conclusion here. This right here, what's the purpose of this? The purpose of this, what do you guys think this is? Let me know. What do you guys think that is? What's the purpose of those three candles? The purpose of those three candles, guys, is to basically kill option premiums. We go up, we come down. We go up, we come down. We go up, we come down. And then when we go down, we come back up. When we go down, we come back up. So this right here is just to really blow up a few accounts. Okay. Destroy option premium, blow up new accounts. And now this is the time where you need to be looking for an opportunity, right? Because after all of this is done, that's when the best opportunities will come. And that's why we scan using the inside bars, outside bars, the holy grails, and the nirvanas. We scan because we're looking for patterns that have already developed and have already trapped traders. Okay. So on a scale of 1 to 10, what do you guys think about Microsoft? Next, Tesla. Tesla is extremely interesting pattern, because not only is it an inside bar, but it's also a blue raindrop, which is a very rare pattern, very rare. And we've been making money on the blue raindrops on Tesla on the daily chart as well as the weekly, as you could see back here. We've had the short here. This one had a nice long push. We had this long, this short. It's been doing really well with the blue raindrops. And now we also have an inside bar. So this is an extremely, extremely rare pattern. I haven't seen this before, period. So again, Tesla right now, if you draw a fib here, it's sitting on the 618, which I like as well. So right here on the 618, we're hovering that. So there's so many factors right now in Tesla. Earnings is long gone, right? The next one is in June. So we had earnings April. So the next one is in June right here. So we don't really have to worry too much about that. I do think Tesla is going to start to make a big direction here. And that direction is probably going to go until earnings. And if we line it up with the previous all-time highs, we're there as well. Okay. So there's so many factors here. Absolutely crazy right now on Tesla. I really like these setups. I really think that this one is going to make a move in the coming weeks. Hit me with let me know on a scale of 1 to 10, what do you think? Let's continue. Pfizer, again, very similar to Microsoft in the sense that it's a nice tight inside bar. This one is also sitting on a major Fibonacci here. If I go low to high, right there on the 786, picture perfect, just literally sitting on it right there. So this is a really, really nice. The algorithms have already stepped in on the 786 and popped it a few times. So from here, if we start to turn the corner here, that'll be a very powerful trade. Very, very powerful. So I really like Pfizer there. Twitter, very tight inside bar, extremely tight. We spent the last week killing greedy people. We spent the last week trapping traders that are following the news and thinking everything is going to the moon. So now is the time where we come in. Okay, after all the crap is done, we come in like snipers and we do what we got to do. All right. So Twitter, beautiful. Intel, nice inside bar. Alibaba right here with a holy grail. And then here are my outside bars: Apple, Nvidia, Bank of America, GM, and Starbucks. So a lot of good setups here. Personally, for me, guys, Microsoft, Tesla, and Pfizer are the main three that I'm going to be focusing on in the room. I'm going to be focusing on the 300 calls for Microsoft, the 1,000 calls for Tesla, and the 50 calls for Pfizer. So that's my focus next week. So those three. But all of these are great setups. So you can definitely play these. You can play the break of the bar and just keep it simple. All right. So there we go. So let me go back to SPY. Hit me with a 5 if you're following me. You're having a good time. So the swing room, it's ready to go. We haven't had too many swing trades this month because of earnings. We've been kind of just slow. We did have a decent Apple long here and a SPY long. Nothing, pretty much just flat. So I'm hoping for the next 3 trades here, we can have some big action. And I really think that there is a lot of potential. I really do. Okay, so back here, guys, I want to quickly go back to Friday on SPY. I want to give you guys a quick recap of what happened on that day, how we traded it, and then we'll wrap this up, and then we'll have Sunday stock talk tomorrow. Okay, so here we go. So let me go ahead and hit the replay, and let's step into the war zone. Okay, first thing that we have to do is draw the previous day's low right here, so we get a reference. Okay, so on Friday, we opened right here. Okay, and what I really liked about this candle, what I saw here on the 3-minute chart, is it had a long wick to the upside right there. So this really gave me an idea that I wanted to go short, okay, because I saw the rejection right there. So if we go to the room, you can see right here. Let me just show you guys a live commentary so you guys know that, you know, we're not playing around here. So there was two short plays that we actually took. One was the opening range breakout, the 3-minute chart, and then the other one was 411. So 411, guys, was a level that I have in my trigger trades. So my trigger trades are automated levels that I post every day. And 411 was the level we were watching to the downside. And I really liked 411 because it was a very round psychological number. And usually here, guys, we see that on these psychological levels that there's a lot of reaction. So right here, guys, at the open, we got short on the yellow line. And then once that 3-minute candle broke right there, we got short as well. So the goal here is to take it near the previous day's low, cover, and then as we start to break down, you cover quickly, because a lot of the times what will happen is there'll be a false breakdown. It'll break and then pull back. So we get short above, we take it down, we hit a few targets, and then we just get the stop loss to break even. This one was really nice because we had a 2-leg push. So normally there's 1 leg, a pullback, and a second. And on the second leg is usually where there's going to be a reversal, and you can see right there. Okay. So I always teach you guys that for the people that have been following me for a long time. 1, pull back, 2, reverse. Generally, okay, that's what you will see. So here in the room, we went short. Can we get 410? Boom, 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 cover, cover. So that was a nice one. We hit that. Okay. Then right after that, guys, we went into the lotto plays by Rich. And this is a new room that I started. Both of my members, the SPY and the stock room, have access to this. I'm giving both members access for now. So we went for MU at 1039. So MU, basically we went long at 69. So let me show you that trade. This one was also called out on the Twitter, and I'm going to walk you through it. Okay, so let's go step by step here. I'll explain to you the thought process. So let me just go ahead and pull up the MU for you guys. Okay, so let's get the original tweet. So let me go to the original tweet. All right. So this was the original tweet, trying MU lotto long calls at 69. This was at 9:55 a.m. on May 6th. Make sure you follow the Twitter because I do try to post some free plays at least once a week. And this one right here, this MU banger, guys, it actually went for 500%. Really, really nice. I'll walk you through it, okay? So what I did. So applying that two-leg rule, the first thing that we have to do is understand that yesterday, so basically Thursday, on MU had an inside bar. Okay, so let me remove the drawings so you can see. We had a holy grail actually. And we know with the holy grail that the next day, we're likely to have some serious price action. It increases the volatility because it's been consolidating. So let me just go ahead and pull back my levels now. So what I did here, guys, is I took the Fibonacci of the previous day. So here's the previous day's high right here. And here's the previous day's low right here. And I projected the range down basically using these extensions. So this is my golden zone. My golden zone is from the 272 extension down to the 618. And when I saw that we had two legs, okay, so remember we had two legs. Let me get rid of the fib so it'll be a little easier for you to see. So let me hit the replay too. So it'll be easier, okay? All right, so remember my golden zone is in this box, okay? So we open right here and we push down, then we have an inside bar. So this is the first leg, okay? And then we come down to the second leg. Now this second leg, as it came into my box, 69 was also a strong psychological level. So I like to use those levels and those two legs. So right here, guys, we went for lottos. And the reason why we want to go for lottos is because we're looking for basically to maximize the move. So if we have a quick pop on a 0 day to expire, it can go for a huge move like this. So literally the 71 calls went from 18 cents to $1.11. So 516% at the 69 level. So you can see right here, we touched it, boom, we pop. There we go. So very, very clean. And what you want to do here when you're covering is obviously when we make a new high, right? We broke the high of the day. That's kind of where we can peak, okay? But I just like to take it out in increments. Once I'm above 100%, 200%, just scale out piece by piece, okay? Leave a runner if you can. But, you know, when you start getting in the 500%, you really don't want to get greedy because that's a big win. All right, hit me with the 3 if you followed me there. So that was our Friday. We had 2 shorts on SPY, and then we had the MU Lotto, which paid. Just want to let you guys know that we have the Fibonacci channel now. So a lot of people have asked me for this, that their main struggle with the Fibonacci is that they can't draw it on real time. So we started drawing the Fibonacci live in the rooms to help people so they could see where the levels are, okay? And then the Lottos Plays by Rich, that's the new one that we started on Friday. Okay, so that's my announcement there. Really nice week. Friday ended well. Friday basically paid for the week with that Lotto as well as SPY. And because before that, we were all waiting for FOMC, okay? So, you know, that's whenever you're waiting for announcements, sometimes nothing happens or it's hard to trade. Hey, Rich, what's up? Do we have to break the low or high of the previous leg on the fib to reverse our bias? Not 100% sure your question. I think what you're trying to say is, do we have to like break completely the 618 or 786? It depends if you're using an intraday leg or the previous day's range. If you're using an intraday leg, then generally, yes, when it breaks the leg, you can switch your bias and look for the other direction. All right, friends, not going to keep you here any longer. I know you want to be in the club sipping on Hennessy right now. So check me out at tradingwars.com if you're interested. The Fibonacci book price will go up on Monday. I left it open at $88.60 because I wanted to promote the Fibonacci room. So if you like what you've seen all week and all the free setups that I've given you, especially the MU that I've given you guys, if you really want to support and you want to trade with us on Monday, grab a copy of the book and you get 1 month free in the room, and I'll see you there. Okay. Or you can sign up directly right here. Please, please, please leave a comment, like, and subscribe. Trading Wars Army members will have their own giveaway tomorrow because of all the support we got this week. All right. So join the Army if you want to be a part of the giveaway tomorrow. Thank you so much for your time, my friends. Sunday Stock Talk tomorrow, we'll be going through all of the SPY trades, every single one that we took on the week. So please don't miss that. That's always very educational. Thank you for your time, and I'll catch you guys again tomorrow. Take care.